So in this video, we are going to create this layout for the 2-hole right plate. So far you should have your ortho views, your isometric views in these dimensions. I'm going to click Arch D and it will look something like this. I can toggle. So if this says model and I zoom in and out, it will zoom in and out of the viewport that's selected. And then if I click paper or click the model and it turns to paper, it will zoom in and out of your paper space. So the first thing we want to do is let's do our viewports here. So if I click on these, you can see that they're in layer 0. I'm going to click on all the viewports and change them to the viewport layer. All right. And then make sure your title block is in the title block layer. Now I'm going to do these views here. So I'm going to click this paper here. And in the status bar, I'm going to click the grid off or click the grid so it turns off. I want the grid off in all of these. All right. And then I'm going to go over here and do my left view. The scale is going to be 2:1. Just change the scale for all of these. You can click one and hold shift or, oh, well, never mind. So click that one and do 2:1. This one, 2:1. All right, then I'll just use my pan. So I'll click this viewport and pan about right here. Click this one and move this down so it's in line with this one. If I move it in line, you can see, you can't see some of the dimensions. So I'm gonna move this to the left and then click this one and move this one here. You can play around with it so it's even there. Then I'll click this one and make sure it's in line there. And then I'll click this one and put in the isometric view. You can see that you can still see this dimension. Instead of moving it all the way over here, I want it to be more in line with my other objects here. So I'm just going to click the layers, and for annotations, I'm going to click this square with the freeze symbol, and it will actually freeze the annotations layer in this viewport here. So it won't freeze it anywhere else, only this viewport. All right, and then I'm going to click model, which turns into the paper space again. And we can see all of this is correct. I'm just going to select all of these viewports again and make sure that the scale is 2:1. Sometimes when you pan, it will change the scale because you accidentally zoom in and out. All right, then I'll hit escape to deselect. I'll go down here and you want to edit the title block. So my first name, first and last name, you'll add your name there. And then for the due date, you'll add the project due date, which is going to be 5/9/21. You'll just add your due date. Let's pretend this is the due date for me. And you can actually change the text size up here. So I can change this to 0.15 if I wanted. Okay, close text editor. You should already have this information on your title block, but I didn't. So I'm just adding it really quickly. And then the last step is to freeze these viewports. We don't want to see the lines of the viewports. So I'll go to the layers and I'll click freeze. And that will just hide all of the viewport lines. So you can still see the views from the viewport, but it'll hide the lines. Now we are ready to create a PDF of this layout. So I'll just click this plot symbol, looks like a printer. I'm going to hit continue. This is all the information we set up in the layout manager or layout wizard. So we said this is the name of our printer plotter, DWG to PDF. This is the paper size and so forth. And so I'm going to click OK. This should be your username _ the name of the part. And then I'll hit save. I already have something in my folder saved as this name, so I'm just going to hit yes. Right. And then you should have this layout pop up and saved.